Up until today, how happy are you with your final position?
Yeah, I'm sure I'm quite happy with the car we have. Not very happy with the position. Would have been definitely possible to be on third, looking the difference between everybody, So third was possible today. Unfortunately, I was not able to be third, but happy with the car we have, with the balance we have as well, and I hope tomorrow we can make a very good race.
The long runs yesterday were obviously done in much cooler weather than we're going to have tomorrow for the race. So how do you think your car will fare?
Well, I hope good. I hope we can have a good long run tomorrow, a good pace tomorrow on the race. Yesterday was very good, so I hope we can confirm tomorrow.
It's very tight between you and Red Bull and Ferrari. Is there any chance you can get on a podium tomorrow?
Chance, yes, for sure. When you see the difference between everybody, not counting the Mercedes, everybody, on this fight has a chance to be on the podium, so I hope we can.
Valtteri, another great performance from you around this circuit. How was that qualifying for you?
It was good qualifying for us as a team, both cars in good position. And we managed to pick up pace, every run. Also myself found time there and managed to improve the car balance. So it was good. Just the last run really had a bit of traffic in the outlap and immediately suffered with the tire temperatures, as we've been really on the edge with those. So yeah, I think possibly there was a chance for P3 today, but the race is tomorrow.
It's going to be hotter tomorrow as well. Any concerns about that?
No, not really. I think for our front tire warm-up is better. So yeah, it should be no problem. I really think we can challenge the Red Bulls tomorrow. So looking forward. Thanks.
We can challenge the Red Bulls tomorrow, says Valtteri Bottas. Can as well.
Of course he can.
What was he was saying about front tyre warm-up? Was that how you've done this today? Was that what it's all about? Because others have struggled getting hot tyre temperature in.
Yeah, one of the things we sat down last night and I said to the guys, your two main targets as a group of engineers are front tyre warm-up and another, which you'll find out in the race tomorrow. So the front
fuel consumption?
No.
Oh, okay. I could keep guessing, but I won't.
So the front tyre warm-up thing, I think we've got on top of. Congratulations to the guys, because they've all worked very hard. We've put everything that we've got together in that area, including driving style, components on the car, all the rest of it. And that's worked very, very well. We knew that it was going to be an issue even in the hotter track temperatures today. I think that's probably borne out, and the car's been very good right throughout, from this morning to the final running qualifying there.
Can I ask you a particularly techie question about gear ratios? All the onboard analysis suggests you've got pretty short gear ratios. In fact, other people in the team have admitted it earlier in the season. You haven't changed them coming here, have you? Why not? Do you not tempted? And has that actually worked in your favour?
What do you mean, change them for damage limitation, or change them for...
Change them because it's a longer track, and maybe for Monza you'd want longer, for here or Monza you'd want longer gear ratios, but that's not the case.
No, I think that you have to take into account that you can make one change throughout the year. So making a change here perhaps would not be the right thing to do for other tracks down the line. We have our very good simulation tools at Williams, great vehicle dynamics department that do all of that type of work, and at the minute we're reasonably happy with where we are. If we think that we've got a small advantage or definitely not a loss, so I think we're happy with that at the minute.
Okay, quick line ahead of the race then. Vettel is the only one. You think you can make the podium, and who do you have to defend from, if anybody?
Yeah, I think that Ricciardo's going to pose a strong challenge tomorrow. There's no doubt about that. Even if we make good starts, then Vettel will pose a strong challenge. You can't be complacent about anybody. You've got to go in there thinking that everybody's going to pose a threat, to a certain extent. But you've also got to go in there being absolutely positive and thinking that we can beat anybody, and I think we can tomorrow.
Okay, brilliant, Rob. Thank you very much.
You also get the impression when you talk to those in and around Mercedes, they're not unduly worried about anyone, but on race pace, if they're worried about anyone, it is Williams. And the way they've been performing this weekend and this season, what a different season difference a season makes.
Yeah, Felipe especially, you know, when we saw him do those long runs yesterday, they were pretty stunning ones. You know, an experienced man, it's not his best circuit. That's the 11th time he hasn't beaten his teammate, which is a bit of a shame, but that's the way it goes sometimes. But they do look to have a very good balanced car. And I think, like they've been talking about with the balance, getting the tyres up to temperature, it's something they've definitely worked on. But it's more of a style sometimes that the driver sort of has to adapt. Because here, under braking, for example, the load is very high when you start braking. Then the grip starts to come off as the aerodynamics come off. Then you start to get the understeer. So you've got to then be able to react, to be able to get that temperature in the front. Back's easier to do, but it's the front's the hard bit.
Sitting down to do their strategy tonight, they'll be very annoyed by Sebastian Vettel, because that's really kind of spoilt their party. They're going to have to think about another route, really. I mean, it would have been great for them if they hadn't got him and they could just focus on the Mercedes. But the other problem they've got to think about is, if you talk about tension between teammates, they've got their own slight tension going on between Massa and Valtteri. So yeah, it's be a concern for them to make sure that they can say to their drivers, listen, you just don't fight amongst yourselves, please, in the first couple of laps.
But it's healthy, I think, as well, to have that, because it's pushing them, and that's proved today.
Driving each other forward, aren't they? OK, when we come back, we're going to hear from the Ferrari drivers, hear from Daniel Ricciardo as well, but it's Nico Rosberg who's picked up the